Hi, we are here for another edition of Hardcore Food, and we are at Town on Elgin Street, sort of just at the corner of, well, just near Metcalfe. I think it's actually Gilmore and Elgin Street, but great restaurant. I've heard about it for quite a while, and we just happened to come here for a friend's birthday. It was fantastic. My girlfriend and I actually both ordered ragouts, but they couldn't have been more different from each other and from what one might normally expect from a ragout. My girlfriend had the eggplant ragout, which was a vegetarian dish, but it was more like eggplant parmigiana kind of. It was like sort of deep fried big ovals of eggplant, but they were really good. My girlfriend found it a little too salty, at least by the end. I mean, after eating the whole dish. But again, she comes from a family where there's like no flavor in the food, so salt was maybe a bit of an issue for her. I had a few bites, and at least from my standpoint, it seemed quite excellent. Really crispy, good texture on the eggplant inside, nice presentation. And I had a duck ragout over tagliatelle pasta, and it came with chicken liver mousse, which was really good, unexpectedly good. Liver's not something I normally have, but it was quite good and like pureed, almost like a whip. Really tasty, really good presentation. The birthday girl, her and her boyfriend shared a cheese platter. Unfortunately, we don't have any pictures of that, but also very good presentation, and it came with at least 3 different types of cheese. You could have 3 or 5 different types, and it came with crostini and some different spreads and condiments inside of little mini cutesy glass preserve jars, which was very cool on a cutting board. And they finished the crostini before they finished the cheese, so the waiter was very good to bring them extra crostini. So it was really delicious. They had 3 different options for dessert, and we ordered the warm bread pudding that came with semi-freddo, which is something I've always wanted to try, and like a candied pecans and an edible flower on top. Again, very great presentation, and it was really delicious. It was actually my friend's whose birthday it was her boyfriend that I think even said it best, that every bite you took of this dessert was very different, because there were so many interesting textures and tastes going on between the kind of crispy crusted warm bread pudding, or banana bread with the semi-freddo, and then there's like a whipped cream with the flour sitting on it, and then candied pecans that I can honestly say I've never had candied pecans quite like that. It's something I make relatively often, especially when I'm making salads, but they had like a smokiness to it, which was really interesting. It was like a real cut above any other kind of candied nut I've had. Make any jokes you like. It had a really nice element of salt, sweet, and smokiness, which is something I really don't think you find just anywhere. The service was really exceptional. The prices for our ragouts were pretty reasonable, considering it was a restaurant that's, maybe a slightly more on the pricey side. My girlfriend's ragout, the eggplant, was I think about $16 or $17 or so, and mine was $18. So not too bad when a lot of the main dishes were $26-30. So, and they were still fairly substantial. They have a lot of good options for appetizers as well too. So my friends had bone marrow, which is something you can't get everywhere, and although I didn't have it here tonight, it's something I've had before and I would definitely recommend. They also had a beef carpaccio dish on the menu, which from my friends seemed to be quite good. So a lot of cool things happening at Town. I definitely recommend it. The bathrooms, although the sinks are a little small and they're not labeled, it's not men or women, you just kind of go wherever's open, were very clean and very nice inside. So all in all, I have to say Town gets a very positive review.